as fantastic as it might sound, if you stumbled upon the treatment for an incurable disease or the secret to everlasting life, as mysterious and amazing as that discovery might be, who would you tell? Who wouldn't you tell, right? But your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your wife, your children, your friends, those that you could truly affect with such knowledge. Would you tell your colleagues, your peers, the world around you? What if they didn't believe you? What if they didn't accept or consider what you had to say? What if it sounded too unbelievable, too fantastical, right? Too out of this world to accept? What would you do? Would you give up on them? Or would you continue to press them, to urge them, to impel them? If you believed you had a miracle cure or the key to eternal life, you would be possessed with a drive and a passion and a life force. Nothing would stand in your way. Nothing could dissuade you in your efforts to convert the unenlightened. You know, a colleague recently asked me, when do you give up on a sales call? Right? And, you know, thinking about this, it's like asking a preacher, when would he give up on his flock? Right? I mean, if you go to a preacher and you have a tragedy in your life, or if you have a breakdown or a depression or some mistake that you're dealing with, or something that has really brought you down to a point where maybe you don't believe, and you told the preacher, I'm lacking in faith right now, what would he do? What would he tell you? He would bring out the Bible, he would bring out the book, and he would say, my son, my daughter, and he would point to the chapters and the verses and the parts of the Bible where men and women have gone through the same tragedies, the same issues and challenges and problems that you're going through right now, and how they, with the help of the Lord, were able to overcome those issues. And you might still be unconvinced. And so you would say to the preacher, I understand, but that's just a story. You know, that's just fiction. I'm living this. If there was a God, then he wouldn't put me through this. He wouldn't put my family through this. Would the preacher give up on you after that? Or would he continue to implore you? Would he continue to beseech you? Would he continue to petition you? Would he continue to incite you? He would, with passion and love and belief, he would continue to give you examples. He would continue to give you stories. He would continue to give you parables from life, how others had overturned such tragedies with the help of their belief in the Lord. And he would continue. And as much as you came at him with your unsureness, or your being unconvinced, or your lack of faith, he would look to instill that faith within you. He would look to instill that belief in your soul. He would not give up on you. His belief wouldn't allow him to. So, you know, look, if you're in sales and someone tells you that what you have is not right for them, is that the end of the call? If so, then you didn't believe what you had was a solution to their problems. You weren't convinced. You were in doubt. And when your prospect hangs up the phone or leaves the meeting, they're saying, you know what? Good thing I didn't agree with what that guy had to say, because he barely disagreed with me. He certainly didn't put up any type of argument. I knew I was right not to buy what it was he was selling. Because if you were sure, then you'd be able to give them example after example, facts, points, specifics, evidence of what you have and why it is right, proper, and good. If what you had could truly help someone, if it could truly increase their business by 10 or 20 or 50%, in an economy where companies are looking for even the slightest edge or advantage, why would you ever give up on them? In order to do something like that, you need product knowledge. You need to know your product, your service so well that you could discuss the evidence, the features, the functions, the mechanics, the benefits, the advantages, over and over and over again, example after example after example. You would have to know it so well that you could come across with passion and conviction, and that you could instill faith in your prospects and your clients that what you had could help them. You must have an unwavering belief that what you have is powerful and effective and potent. If you don't believe this, then why would anyone else? And if you do believe, then why wouldn't you act that way? Why would you ever give up on someone? Why wouldn't you do all you could in a passionate, ardent, fervent, from the heart manner to persuade them, to convince them? Pitch from your heart. Pitch from your gut. Believe in what you have to say and don't walk away. Don't lay down. Don't give up on those you're trying to help. They're counting on you. So count on yourself.